First warning.
Chit-chatting. Thanks for your soft hammer.
Okay, councilors, we'll call our meeting to order. And as usual, we'll have a moment of silence. I would ask you to think especially of the young boy that lost his life to the dog attack down in Shelburne County, Drew Neckerson. It's a terrible, terrible thing for his family, his friends, and everybody. So please give some thoughts and prayers to that family tonight. Thank you. We'll have our land acknowledgement next. Okay, yeah. We'll have our land acknowledgement. So I'd like to acknowledge that we're on the ancestral lands of the Mi'kmaq people. And I want to thank the Mi'kmaq people of today for their ancestors welcoming our ancestors to these beautiful lands in Pictou County, whether it was 400 years ago or 4 years ago. We are all treaty people. Okay, now we have the agenda. Somebody want to make that motion? And the seconder?
Seconded.
Moved and seconded. No questions on the agenda? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried. Are there any emergency resolutions this evening? Any emergency resolutions? Not seeing any. Thank you. Move along. Now, we have our minutes from December 1st, both our regular meeting and our in-camera session. Would somebody like to? No, we don't do a motion for that, do we? Are there any questions, errors, or omissions to either one of those sets of meeting minutes? Any errors or omissions in either one of those minutes? One final time, any errors or omissions in either one of those minutes? Hearing none, we'll declare those approved as presented. Now, we have three pieces, of correspondence. Two thank you letters from, one from a Salt Spring School, one from the Pictou County 4-H, and one from the Natural Resources, or from the province regarding the letter we sent them on the burning restrictions. Are there any comments or questions on those resolutions? Councillor Donnie Farger?
Thank you, Mr. Warden. The response from the province regarding burning restrictions are, I read it over here. I wonder if we could ask staff to look into what the town of Truro has done here on this burning issue. It's mentioned in this letter there near the last paragraph. Sounds like they established bylaws there to manage their concerns, similar to the approach taken by the town of Truro. This may be an option for your municipality to consider. Is that something we could ask staff to do, or look into that?
Staff, you consider looking into that? We don't need a motion for that, okay. Is that agreeable to everybody? Okay, that's what we'll do,
All right,
and see what we hear back from what Truro's doing.
Thank you, Mr. Warden.
You're welcome. Just in time. We have a presentation, two presentations to make this evening. One is for our Deputy Warden, Wayne Murray, for 35 years. Been here since the beginning of the municipality, been here. And then Councillor Dewar, who makes his entrance just on time to get his award. Councillor Dewar has been here since the beginning of this century, 25 years. Certainly both are long service awards, and I would ask them to join me in the center, along with Councillor Thompson, who's our NSFM representative, and we'll present the awards. So before we move on, I would just like to, well, not only congratulate them, but thank them for all the work they've done for the county over these many, many years. Both of those are long periods of time, 35 and 25 years for sure, to give to your county and to represent them, well for so long. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. And it's just, I think it's good that we recognize length of service sometimes. And, there's a lot of people too that serve for 4 years and do a real good job. But I mean, to be able to stick with it, for that long, and there's a lot of criticism sometimes, and there's a lot of difficult issues to deal with, and both of you, from your length of time, tells that you're committed to this county for sure. And again, I thank you very much. Now, get the glasses so we can see what we're doing. Business items requiring action, the New Scotland Business Park report. So that was in your package when it went out. Are there any questions on the report on the New Scotland Business Park? Not hearing any. We'll go right by. So we're now on to business items or items requiring action. So the first one is resolution, Councillor Palmer, District 10.
Thank you, Warden. Resolution, be resolved by the municipality of County Pictou, approve the Community Connectivity Event Fund Grant. District 10, District 13 Recreation Planning Commission, $1,500 for community grant, Christmas event, dated Pictou, Nova Scotia, this 12th day of January, 2026. Moved by myself, Councillor Randy Palmer, and seconded by Deputy Warden Wayne Murray.
So second.
Okay, you've heard the reading of the resolution to do with the Community Connectivity Fund for the Thorburn area. It's been moved and seconded. Are there any questions on that resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Against, motion carried. And now, Councillor Palmer, you're up again. Recreation Capital Grant for the Northumberland Karate Club.
Thank you, Warden. Resolution, be resolved by the municipality of the County of Pictou, approve a recreation capital grant for the purchase of mats for the Northumberland Karate Club, valued at $1,000, dated Pictou, Nova Scotia, on this 12th day of January, 2026. Moved by myself, Councillor Randy Palmer, and seconded by the long-serving Deputy Warden Wayne Murray.
So second.
Okay, moved and seconded, the resolution for the capital grant for the Northumberland, or not capital, yeah, it is capital, Recreation Capital Grant for Northumberland Karate Club. Are there any questions on that resolution? Go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, where is the club? Where is it located?
Whereabouts?
It's located in Boston, unfortunately.
On Ford's in Stellarton.
Yeah, it's actually in Stout. Oh, it's Stellarton?
Okay, at where the church, Catholic church is there, yeah, right. So that's where it's located at. It used to be a ballet, was there, or is there something ballet there too? Right in that area of Stellarton. Lords, yeah, sorry.
Towards in Lords, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, well, as I said at the last time when this came up, and other ones too, I mean, we're throwing money out to other towns to turn around and when we got our own people in the rural district that's looking for stuff and looking for equipment for things that they're doing too and getting turned down. So I really think that, that we got to look into this and wonder why. Why is it that we're turning around and so willing to turn around and throw our money to other towns, but not even look after our own people in the municipality here in the County of Pictou? Thank you.
I just interject and say I think we have to remember too that this is people from the county too. It isn't just for people in the town. It's all over, anywhere in Pictou County. that's where they go for their karate lessons.
Well, if that's the case, so it's with every rink, with every ball field, with every, with anything goes on, soccer, any sports complex, anything is people from the other towns and the rural is going to it. So are we going to cover for everybody? Everybody wants to get something that come to us and we'll give it to you. I mean, yeah, it's sort of tick for tat too. There's a lot of people come to rural events and that too that I don't see them throwing money to us. That's my big thing. I just don't understand why we're not. If we were looking after our own, then I'd say, yeah, we got extra money, good, help them out. But we've got people putting in here from the rural districts, and asking for money and that and being either turned down or cut down to practically nothing. But then other ones come from towns and that, oh yeah, here we go, boy, we write the check, there we give it to them. So I think it's wrong, but that's my own opinion. I had to say it. Thank you.
Okay, did we have the vote on that or not? No. Okay, is there any other questions on that resolution to do with Northumberland Karate Club? Not seeing any, we'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
And against? One against, Councillor Boyles. Now we'll move on to Councillor McDonald with the resolution on the Sutherlands River and District Community Association tax receipts.
Thank you, Chair. Whereas the municipality of Pictou County, Pictou, in the registered with the Canadian Revenue Agency as qualified donays, whereas the income tax permits qualified donays to be issue official tax or donation receipts for the income tax purposes. Whereas Sutherlands River and District Community Association has requested the municipal receive donated funds for the community enhancement project, issued charitable tax receipts for respective donors of $100 or more. Whereas the Financial Service Committee supports the request and recommends that the municipality charitable tax number be used for this purpose. Therefore, be it resolved by the municipality of Pictou that council authorize the collection of charitable donations to the Sutherlands River and District Community Association Community Engagement Project and issuance of charitable receipts for the same, dated in Pictou, Nova Scotia, 12th day of January 2026, signed by myself, Joe McDonald, and seconded by Councillor Deborah Wadden.
Okay, we've heard the reading of the resolution to do with the issuing tax receipts for the Sutherlands River District Community Association. Are there any questions on, it's been moved and seconded, are there any questions on that resolution? Seeing none, we'll have the vote. All those in favor? Against? Motion carried. Now, the next one is Councillor Bailey, and Councillor Bailey is with us online. Do you want to read it from there, Ronnie, or do you want us to assign it to somebody else? Can you hear us, Ronnie? Okay, we can hear you now, Ron. Do you want to read that, or do you want somebody here to read it?
I prefer somebody else to read it.
Okay, that's what we'll do. Councillor McKeel?
Whereas the municipality of the County of Pictou received 3 bids from companies for the development of a comprehensive municipal planning strategy and land use bylaw specific to agricultural lands. Whereas the MOPC's Planning Advisory Committee reviewed the bids and recommended Upland Studios be awarded the contract for $49,950 based on the company's familiarity with the county's current municipal planning strategy and land use bylaw and its higher level of work within rural Nova Scotia. Whereas the bid submitted by Upland Studios was approved by the Financial Services Committee. Therefore, be it resolved by the municipality of the County of Pictou, award Upland Studios the contract for the Statement of Provincial Interest MPS amendments relating to the agricultural land. Dated at Pictou, Nova Scotia, this 12th day of January 2026. I guess signed by myself. I'm looking for a seconder.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. The RFP for the agricultural land use bylaw go to Upland for a total of, what was it, $49,950. So it's been moved and seconded. Any questions on that resolution? Seeing none, all those in favor? Against? Motion carried. Now we'll move on to the second reading of the sewer charges bylaw. Councillor Donnie Parker. Oh, he was away for a
The
while.
red light. Thank you, Mr. Warden. Resolution, be it resolved, the municipality of the County of Pictou adopt the sewer charges bylaw dated at Pictou, Nova Scotia, this 12th day of January 2026, signed by myself, Councillor Donnie Parker, seconded by, I need a seconder here, 'cause seconded by Councillor Deborah Wadd.
Okay, been moved and seconded, the second reading of the sewer bylaw, and once this second reading, if it passes, then that will come into effect. How soon?
It comes into effect as of the date of publication. So basically, as soon as we post it on our website that it now has force of law,
Okay,
Then-
that could be soon then.
that could be
Yeah.
later this week, yeah.
Yeah, and just for people listening in or people here, there's a lot of reading there if you read through it. It's mostly about the cost of installing the sewer lines was getting out of control, and so it was looked upon to try and not put too much of that weight on the general taxpayer, but some on the user as well, or the purpose of getting people getting the service. So there is an increase in the cost if you're hooking up to our county sewer. What used to be $2,500, I think is $3,000, and if you do it when it's first going in, or it's $5,000 later. So it's to try and share some of that cost between the user and the regular taxpayer. So that's really what it's all about. Okay, and it's been moved and seconded. Are there any comments or questions to do with this bylaw? Seeing none, all those in favor? Against? Motion carried. And then the final one, or the final one on that page, not the final one, is NSGEU Local 60 contract, and Deputy Warden Murray's going to handle that one. Oh, yeah, you turn it on.
Thank you, Mr. Warden. Resolution, be it resolved by the Municipal Council of the Municipality of County of Pictou, the council accept the terms of the collective agreement negotiated on behalf of the municipality and enter into a contract of the Nova Scotia Government and General Employees Union for a contract covering the employees of Local 60, which will be in effect from April 1st, 2025 to March 31st, 2029. Dated Pictou, Nova Scotia, this 12th day of January 26th. I so move this resolution and second by Councillor Palmer.
So second it.
Okay, you've heard the reading of the resolution to approve the contract. It was negotiated with our local 60 of NSGEU. Are there any questions or concerns about that resolution? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carried. Now we go to our tax sale update. Oh, that's not under resolution. No, but the tax sale update, Councillor Boyles.
Yeah, well, as everyone knows here, I mean, 4 or 5 times we've been told now that there's going to be a tax sale on this date, and it comes and goes, no tax sale. You know, I just wonder, did things change since other tax sales? I mean, when they had other tax sales, they seemed to go pretty smooth and go through and everything. Has things changed? Is it still done the same way? Is the same people do it, or is it changed from that, or what's happening? But there's something desperately wrong, and we're being like, Brian told us at the we'll go with the last one. The warden, you asked him right up and down, is it going to be on this? Yep, that's when it's going to be. It'll be that day. Came, went, nothing. So is there going to be a tax sale, or are we just going to play a game that, we'll have it whenever? It's people are wondering, they're asking me, I don't know what to tell them.
I'll let Brian handle that one.
I guess the answer is yes. We are moving towards it. I had said we'd get it ready in December. That didn't happen. We have the first set ready to go. We have a second set that should be ready to go as well. So when it didn't happen in December, I looked to try and combine the two, so we're not having two sales, we're having one sale. But that hasn't materialized yet either, so I'm just going to have to move forward with the first sale. I think, and it'll delay the second one, I think, because I think that might be confusing if we have two different lots out at the same time. So that's basically where we're at. It's just a combination of a number of factors and other files that are on the go type thing. So, but we will definitely have that sale because we're at that point type thing. So, and I can, when we're maybe in camera later, I can speak to part of that.
So do we have a date that we could say that it's going out by?
My goal is this week. Like I've got clear runway this week, so to get it done.
Yeah, I think it is important. I do agree with Councillor Wells. Important that we get that out there and get the second one out as quickly as possible as well, because it has been too long. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. So I think we will expect it out this week, and that's the best I can give you, Councillor Wells. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's great, and I hope it does happen this time. But I was also around and checking in around about it, with other tax sales that's done and everything. After so long that they sit there, they have to be redone. Are ours ready to go? They don't have to be sent back and rechecked and everything because the time went on too long? Or is it going to be a fact that this week something will be done?
Yeah, I don't think we need to research them type thing because all the information is there. Part of what I do is verify that what we're given in the certificate is still what we see online. Like we can see most of it online. If there's a question on something, then we would flag that and say, okay, we don't see that type thing. So, but everything in the certificate is laid out for us. So.
Well, my other question there was to also, Ryan, was does thing change? Is it came to a different way we do it now since the last time we did it, or is there new people that do it or how is it going? That at one time it seemed to go boom and it was done, but now we're running into a problem where we're been about to say 5 times we've been said it's going to be one in the woods, and so is there something going on there that there's somebody that's just not being able to do it, or what's the case? Why is that it happened like this?
Yeah. No, I don't think the process has necessarily changed. Some of the, I think, yeah, no, I would say no, the process hasn't changed. I mean, it's laid out the way we have to do it. We did institute through the audit committee a different way of doing it, or tracking it and assigning how we would put properties for sale. We made that probably more standard than it was in the past, right? In the past, there may not have been logic to it. This time it's oldest first is how we do it, right?
Well, I guess what my question is, and then, is just that who sets it up and gets it ready now?
So internally, we use the same people, and then it's basically the sale part is me. Like, I'm the only one that can actually sell, type thing. So then once the file gets to me, I have to verify that everything that has come to me is accurate, and that's, at this point, I will say that's the blocker, because we've had a number of other things that have kind of jumped the queue type thing, so.
So other people that, like when the last one was, say that, you know, was on the, to do it and get it all set up for you to make the final thing, are still involved, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say yes, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Counselor Dewar.
Thank you, Mr. Warden. I'm very pleased that it's going to happen, because at the audit meetings, we talk about it every meeting, okay? And if they get it done, well, that's something that's not going to be on the agenda there, and they've been pushing for it all along as well. So, so there's likely a chance that it will happen in February?
No, probably just based on advertising requirements and stuff. It's probably March, yeah.
Thank you.
The letters, so will go out this week. That's what the deputy warden just reminded me, to be sure that what we're talking about here is the letters going out this week, but there's a certain amount of time needed from the time the letters go out before you can have the sale. I want to make that clear.
Okay, well, I guess, so should we set a date for it? And then, or every
It's
time we
really
set it,
based
got
on-
changed, like the 15th or the 12th?
It's really based on the letter,
Okay,
right?
thank you.
Okay, any further input or questions on the tax sales? Okay, we'll move along to deferred business, the Dreamery Gardens, which we heard about last, when was it, our last committee meetings maybe, but the project tax receipts. So they're looking for, similar to the Sutherland's River, looking for the tax receipts. So do we need a motion then? Okay, I'll let you.
Yeah, so this is just on the agenda because it is an outstanding item. So we've agreed that we would do the receipts, but they need to create the society. They're not actually a formed society yet, so they have to go through a few steps and give us the information that they're properly incorporated as a not-for-profit, and then there'll be a memorandum of understanding between us and them. So it's just on the agenda. We haven't received that information yet. I believe they've got community members that are working on it. So as soon as we receive that, then we can move forward with the, similar to the resolution that was just passed for Councillor McDonald.
Yeah.
It's
But it's not for tonight.
not for tonight,
Yeah,
but that's
okay.
where it's at.
So there's no need to have discussion on that, because it will be coming back to the table here eventually, if that's all right with everybody. Okay, we're down to community announcements. Oh, motions of reconsideration. Good thing somebody's keeping me on track. Does anybody have any motions of reconsideration tonight? We use that so seldom, we almost forget what it's for, I think. But I don't see any, so now we'll move on to community announcements. Are there any community announcements tonight? Go ahead, Councillor Dewar. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Joe, I didn't
That's
see you.
okay.
I
Thank
should be
you,
watching this.
Mr. Warden. January 17th at 9:30 a.m., the Lismore Walking Group starts again this year. And on January 19th, a free step dancing lesson, Cape Breton style, is at the Marikamish Community Center at 7 p.m. for ages 15 and up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Joe, and now we'll have Councillor Dewar.
Thank you, Mr. Warden. Mine is it's an announcement,
I had a lot of residents since the Christmas vacation and since then growling about the roads. And they're not very good. They're certainly not like they used to be, or even last year. There must be something new took place that we don't know about. Like if they're only doing intersections, or if they're only or they could say the salt, it might not be, might be too cold to make it work good. Well, it used to be that if it was too cold, they put more on, but, and the dirt roads, it's another story altogether. But things seem to be better in the west than they are in the east right now, so maybe I'm gonna blame it on Randy not being there to make sure everything's done right in the east. But there's something wrong in the east right now, and maybe they haven't got the salt in yet, but I went to Antigonish the other night from Sutherland's River to Antigonish. The road's just like that carpet. But you go on the other roads, it's not the same. I went to Trora New Year's Eve, New Year's night, and I was some glad to get back down to the foot of the hill at Pleasant Valley. That road was just horrendous, and cars off. I know they're driving too fast, it's road conditions, but anyway, and maybe I'm the only counselor that had some calls or visits or just general talk about, are you noticing the roads are bad? So I just want to bring it up. That's a community announcement because the community's talking about it. So just another spin on it. But anyway, maybe some of the rest of you are agreeing with me, or maybe your roads are good. But anyway, thank you for letting me vent it. Thank you.
Thank you, Chester. I noticed the first storm, December 2nd, I think it was, that was really bad, but I think they didn't have the full staff or whatever is what somebody told me in at that time. But I had a lot of calls right on that very first storm. And we certainly have had a lot of winter. This is only not even halfway through January. We feel like we've almost had enough winter to do us. There's challenges, I guess, in every job, so I don't know the details of it. But I have heard people complain about not enough salt or plows not coming soon enough, and I don't know the inner workings of it enough to know. But it is good to bring it up so that people realize that their comments are being heard. So thank you for that. Any further community announcements tonight? Go ahead, Councillor Boyles.
I have to, just on what Chester said there too, is that I've been on getting calls galore, like the branch road out in Fraser Mountain, and that they just don't do it. It's supposed to be sand in there, and they even put salt on it, which they're not allowed because it's reclaimed. But I mean, you're getting calls all over. And my own road, I didn't ask them to do anything, but they come in, and when they graded it, they graded all the gravel to one side, made a big, it's as high as that. When I go to drive my driveway, I got to go over a hump all the way out the road. Now, when it starts to thaw, what's going to happen? It's going to set there, and that road's going to be ruined. So, I mean, there's something desperately wrong, as Councillor Dorr said. It's I don't know what we can do about it, but something's going to have to be done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Any further community announcements? Go ahead, Deputy Warden Murray.
Thank you, Mr. Warden. Scottsman Recreation announced today that it'll have its winter carnival in February from the 6th to the 8th. So just put that in your calendars if you want to attend some great events. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's February 16th. That'll come up pretty fast. That's the same time as the Olympics are starting on the 6th, I think so. The Olympics in Scottsboro. Any further community announcements? Okay, I have one that I want to mention. I even cut out a couple pieces out of the paper to show I knew what I was talking about. So Pictou County lost one of probably the best hockey player they ever had come out of here and go to the NHL this past week, or a little over a week ago now, I think. But Lowell McDonald from Thorburn, I know we've had a number of hockey players make the NHL from Pictou County, but I think in one season he scored 43 goals. That's pretty darn good. A lot of players never get to those kind of numbers, but he always represented Pictou County well too. Whenever you saw him on TV or if he was here visiting or whatever, It's sort of like I find Sidney Crosby, as he always represents the people well, and he always remembered where he came from. And I'll tell you one little story before I finish. Back in 1964, about 60 years ago, my brother Dave, who used to sit here, him and I went to a banquet at the West Pictou School, and it was Frank Mahovlich. At that time, you know, the Leafs were winning, so he was quite popular. But and he happened to be my favorite player. That helped. But anyway, Dave and I saved up enough money. It cost $3.50 each to get into the banquet, and Lowell McDonald was sitting right there with the Red Wing uniform, sitting right beside Frank Mahovlich. And so it's a night that I'll never forget for sure. So I hadn't heard about this, and I opened the paper up one day, and there was a picture of Lowell, and of course he played. What was the team he played for around here? He played for East Pictou. High school, yeah. And they won the championship and everything that year. So I think it's just good to remember when some people that reach really high heights come from our county, and especially when they're such good spokespeople and set such a good example for this county. So just wanted to remember him tonight. Okay, if there's no more community announcements, we're going to move right along to our in-camera session.
So move, we go in camera.
Second it.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
We have to look at